here's y'all's draft board. Unfortunately, this person isn't in the Drafteon Discord and doesn't have their Discord linked. So they're a total rando. I don't know anything about them. So I can't reach out to them. So it's probably just going to skip them. And then the draft will actually get going. But
Okay.
um, basically what you're trying to do is it's kind of like fantasy football in that like you're creating a team based on available options when it's your turn to draft.
Mhm.
Instead of just like picking whatever you want, right? And so, um, because of that, you're kind of at like the strategy part of it is working with your points against the cost against the minimum number. So you have to draft at least 10.
Mhm.
You only have a budget of 110. And so with those two restraints, you're trying to draft like the best team that you can, like quote unquote, right? So like you can't just draft 6 of the top 6 because you won't be able to afford it and you have to at least have 10. So
Okay, so and so I played Pokemon plenty.
yeah,
I've never
yeah.
done it like competitively, but
Hmm.
um building a team, am I trying to make like a well-rounded team, like as far as like typings and stuff like that? Or am I trying to be like, okay,
Yeah.
I want to do like a trap heavy team or an offensive heavy team or how do you
You
build
can
a team, I guess?
Yeah, you can kind of float in between the two in a way. So I'm going to go to a different league that I'm in and I'm going to show you. So if you go to the draft board, you should see here the draft lab option,
Mhm.
which you can do because you have a pro account. This is if Manny were to show up for this, he wouldn't be able to do this. But what this allows you to do is it will give you all these slots and you have these different profiles, like these team profiles. So I'm going to go to my second one. But so yours will look like this. And so you can kind of start here to build out like a team. So when you ask like am I trying to be like as covered as possible or am I trying to fit like an archetype? My answer unfortunately is both.
Okay.
You're in the right headspace in that like you don't want to draft 6 water types, right? You kind of want to have like once you get your water, you're kind of done with that. Like you have the coverage. And you can kind of see that appear here in this type effectiveness chart. So let me go back to
Mhm.
my other team. This is the team that I drafted for this league. And so when I go to my coverage chart, you can see that each of my Pokemon are all kind of a unique typing. I don't think I have any overflow, right?
Mhm.
So as a result, when I go to my type effectiveness chart, you can see that there are no reds down here because I have like pretty even coverage of like I don't have any crazy weaknesses, right? So any of
So
these red twos would mean I'm weak to that type.
okay, so if you had let's say like half your Pokemon are like fighting super effective against them, then
Mhm.
down there below it would show like red, like okay, this is like a weakness for you. Fighting is a weakness for
Right.
you.
So let me go
Okay.
ahead and populate just like a bunch of psychic types at the end so you can kind of see what it would look like. Um
Slow, bro.
yeah, I don't know why I didn't click it. He's a psychic type. Oh my god. Okay, whatever.
And they're all mega?
Some of them are.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
so now you can kind of see like when you look at this, like you can see it still isn't red here because I actually still have good coverage. But you can kind of see like for this like column, there's like a bunch of reds.
Uh-huh.
And so that would be like, okay, we kind of have a problem here because like I have so many so many weaknesses to that type. Maybe I can here. There we go. So now you can see like this is like a hole
Mhm.
um that needs to be addressed. So that's one way that like while you're kind of planning out your Pokemon, you can kind of begin referencing this chart just to make sure you don't have any reds, or if you do, it's like for a good reason. it's not to say you can't have reds, but I think at your stage you want to try to avoid it if possible.
Okay.
Um, and
So
then the other
now,
side of it. Mhm.
oh, sorry. I was looking at like you have psych up, fake out. You have different moves up there. What drives
Yeah.
that?
So this is kind of a cool feature where if you are wanting to use certain moves, like let's say that you, Jacob, just really like the move fake out. You just think it's cool. You play well around it. So you might want to be able to see who all on this proposed team can learn that move. Um, or I don't know what any kind of like supportive moves you can populate them here. Let's say you read an article about draft and they're like, oh, you need to have someone that's able to tailwind. So that way you can come here, plug it in, and then see, okay, I do at least have a
Yeah.
tailwind. Um, so this isn't like a hard like you need to fulfill these things. It's more so if you just want to see like make sure something's covered, you can plug them in here, and it'll help you kind of keep track of everything.
Okay.
And you can also see that the moves are like classified into different categories. You have like disruption moves, hazard moves, cleric moves, and you'll kind of learn more about them as time
And
goes
then,
on.
so each Pokemon has like the zero to hero, Queenly Majesty,
Hmm.
Anger Point. Is
Yeah,
that just like condition type things, like based off the Pokemon?
yeah. These are called abilities, and
Okay.
so for each Pokemon, they will have at least one ability at max three abilities, and kind of like you said, they're just like kind of like you can almost think of it as like a League of Legends passive
Yeah.
that is innate to them. But
Like how
if
Groudon makes the sun shine
exactly.
passively.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, so again, it's like it's not necessarily something that you want to draft around so badly. It's not like I need to have this so much. There might be a few abilities like that, but it's more for your reference um, to know what you have and if like you want to look for something. For example, like the ability intimidate is like probably one of the best in the game for this. So during your draft, you might kind of be on the lookout for like an intimidate user just because it's so good,
Yeah.
something like that. But others of these, they can range from like game warping to useless. Um, like genuinely, like this one. I mean, this Pokemon's dog shit. I don't know why I drafted it, but its ability is like, but some of them form like a core part of like what they do. Like zero to hero is like part of its kit, whereas
Hmm.
others are like it just is kind of there, and maybe once in 10 battles it'll help. But we can look at those a little more closely whenever we look at the actual board. Um, the last thing on the lab page is this team stat breakdown, and this kind of helps inform the other question you had on like what kind of archetype my team is supposed to be. Like, is it hyper offense? Is it defensive? Those kind of things. There's no right or wrong answer. Um, we have in competitive Pokemon maybe like 5 team archetypes that you can use as reference to try to draft around,
Hmm.
but none of them are like you have to do this. It's more like a guide to how to play with it.
Like
Um,
currently looking at this, HP is a potential problem, right?
right, and so this just kind of informs what your team is good at, what it might not be good at, and then how it breaks down amongst your Pokemon. Since it is all averages, like sometimes something like HP kind of doesn't matter so much because if you just want to if you're running like a hyper offensive team, then the HP stat kind of doesn't matter because they're all offensive Pokemon anyway.
Right.
Um Usually what most people use this for is the speed stat because a lot of times it's the most important stat and you kind
Okay.
of want to have a good variety of speeds um because in the battle turn, it determines who goes first. Whoever has the highest speed.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, I really want to understand what the hell the battling is. Like what?
Yeah, and we can do some battles. Like I can do some battles, and we can talk through like each turn together and stuff. Also, hi Manny.
Hello.
If you'd like to listen to the sweet dulcimers of competitive Pokemon drafting, boy, have you come to the right place.
Yeah, I
You
have
showed
this
up at the
tab
right
open.
time.
Boy, you came at the right time.
Yeah. Also, it's very important to have high speed because then you get to beat the opponent in doing a move. Jacob, obviously, hello.
Yeah, I know. In regular Pokemon, that matters. I don't understand how battling what like works in this. So it's
Yeah,
different.
we'll look at it.
And sometimes you get a
Um,
super high speed Pokemon and his damage just kind of sucks. So you just like hit him fast and then
But
you're like, well, that was it.
yeah,
but if
no,
you
it's
have like
definitely true.
an ability that affects their attributes, that's the one you want to move first to ensure that you're able to fuck up their values.
Oh my god. So you're a debuffer? Oh my god.
That's obviously the strat.
I'm
Hello.
a 4 attack move person on every Pokemon I use.
I've
Ah,
defeated you in -1 move.
a hyper offenser.
Yeah.
Um,
Fire blast, earthquake, give me all that shit.
Self-destruct, obviously.
I
um,
don't use self destruct, man. That's stupid to kill yourself. God. Actually, I know there's a use
so
for it, but sorry.
what I would say in your draft, let's go to your league
That's me.
draft. draft. This first pick is kind of like whatever, like since you start at the top and then build your way down, unless you have like a very specific strategy that you want to try to do, you can kind of just see what's open by your turn and pick one of the top ones that will help decide your direction,
Yeah, I would
because
go Swampert for sure.
Mega Swampert.
I love Swampert. He's my boy.
Okay, well that helps because that's a very specific direction. Um,
All right.
some Pokemon, some Pokemon are very flexible. Um, like they can
Fit
do a
in
lot of
any
different
archetype.
things, and they bring a lot of tools. Some Pokemon are a little more rigid. Our main man, Mr. Swampy, is pretty rigid, but boy does he do what he does the best.
Hell yeah.
Um,
That's what I'm talking about. How do I get
so
to
then,
this draft lab again?
if you go to your league, it should be a button kind of in the middle here.
Go to my league. Uh, view one league. No. Leagues. Click on that. Poochie's
And then it,
team.
it should it should look like this.
No, I'm not
You should
getting
have a little
that.
like tile,
My
and
leagues.
then draft
Here.
board.
Draft board. Okay. Draft board.
Yeah,
Draft lab.
and then draft
All
lab.
right.
So
Give me that
Mr.
swamp ass.
Swampy is what he does is, so let me go to the draft pool because we can look at him here. So we can look at his stats, and what we have done, we as in me, is I have assigned tags to every Pokemon. So you can kind of see at a glance what they do.
Okay.
Um, he's a sweeper, which means that he closes out games. Like once he gets going, he finishes it.
See? That's exactly what I want. Sounds perfect.
Yeah. He's offensive, which means he's like not defensive. And he's a physical attacker. That part is important. Um I'm sure you've seen the Pokemon stats. You can kind of think of them in league terms. HP is your health, attack is like your physical damage, your
Hmm.
attack damage. Special attack is like your AP, and then you have a corresponding defense stat for both of those, and then movement, right?
I have dabbled into some EV farming, so
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, then
And you know what's funny, David? You might find this pretty funny. I actually know the stats really well because it was a Pokemon Ruby that had the contest, like the beauty contest and shit.
yeah,
So I know them really well because I remember having to try to get certain berries to like up certain of those
That's
to be able
awesome.
to go do contests, so I could do like a strength contest or
hilarious.
whatever.
Okay, well, in that case, then you're well familiar. So he's an attack fighter. He's not a special attacker. He's a physical attacker.
Hell yeah,
But
that's my boy.
this second one is his most important one. Mega Swampert kind of only works in the rain because of his ability Swift Swim. If Rain Dance is active, his speed is doubled. So he
Ooh,
goes from
okay.
70 speed, which is like Normally like 100 is like the threshold for being like respectable.
Yeah.
So he goes from 70, which is like pretty slow, to 140, which is like crazy. And
Don't fuck
in
with
the
Swampert in
rain,
the rain.
water attacks do more damage,
Okay.
which he is a water type. And in Pokemon, you might already know this, but in Pokemon, there's something called Stab, which is a same type attack bonus that gives you another 50% power. So in the rain, he does an extra like I forget how it works multiplicatively, but it's like his water attacks do like 200% damage, and his speed is double.
Damn.
So this boy lives and dies by the rain. But the other reason that he's priced so expensive is gonna get a little complicated, but mega evolutions are like a very special mechanic. And the way that it works is usually a Pokemon is allowed to hold an item, right?
Mm-hmm.
An item gives you like special benefits in combat, kind of like buying an item in League, I guess, but you get one.
Yep.
For any Pokemon that Mega evolves, anyone that has this Mega modifier, they are required. Well, they're not required. If they hold a specific item, it allows them to switch from their base form to their Mega form in the middle of battle. You can only have one of these in a battle, but
Okay.
their stats get all juiced up. Their abilities change and they become Mega. The nice thing about Swampert and one of the reasons that he's so high is that Mega Swampert is awesome in the rain. He's a physical powerhouse, but you don't have to Mega him, and that goes for any Mega Pokemon. You choose when you want to, if you want to. And for Swampert specifically, even his like base form is quite good. So you kind of get a 2-for-1 with him. You can either, if the conditions are right and you have the rain set up and everything's looking great, you Mega and win the game. Or if it's the beginning of the match and you need something different, then you don't Mega him, and now he is a kind of like a tank uh, that can be used differently. So it becomes really hard for your opponent to prepare for your battle because now he has to think, okay, is he going to use regular Swampert and now he is a wall, like a tank, that's going to be difficult for me to take down? Or is he building him as a physical sweeper that I now have to prepare for? It raises a lot of questions. And that kind of unpredictability is really, really strong in draft.
So it's like, say I'm doing like a matchup. Do I get to choose before each fight, like which one of the Pokemon I'm Mega evolving?
You do kind of. You get to choose. So the way that this league is going to work is that if you draft Mega Swampert, whenever you use the Pokemon Swampert, he always has to be holding his Mega item.
Okay.
But you could go a whole battle using regular Swampert without ever Mega evolving him.
Gotcha.
But if the conditions line up, then you can Mega him if you want. And you can draft 2 to 3 if you want of these Mega evolutions that now all hold that same condition.
Yeah.
So
to build
that's one of
around
the reasons
him,
why.
is there other Pokemon that would give me like rain or
Oh, is there.
yeah, see? Now we're
So
getting into the nitty-gritty.
And so now, and so this is where like the draft building can begin, because now we kind of have our set piece, right? Now we know, okay, you want Mega Swampert. Now let's empower him a bit. And we have quite a few options to do so. There's I wish I had like an anime intro for each of these. there is Mega Swampert's best friend, Pelipper. This
Introduce him like a
goofy ass
Suicide Squad.
pelican. Yeah. Imagine him having a sick ass anime intro. So Pelipper is the guy because of one reason.
Rain.
He gets the ability drizzle. As soon as this guy comes into battle, it rains.
Nice.
So they're a match made in heaven. Pelipper also has like a lot of cool supporting moves that he can do. He's more than just a rain bot, which is why he's also kind of expensive. But you can spend up on these and then you spend down later if you know that you want to do it. Pelipper, because of this rain, is a pretty popular boy. There's a good chance. Now, your draft position is interesting because you are number 15. So
is it Snake?
it's Snake.
So I'll get to pick again pretty quick after. I'll get to pick again.
You're gonna get a Razzle Dazzle.
Yeah.
So like you can really prepare this Mega Swampert pick. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's like a 50-50 chance Pelipper reaches you. Only because any rain team would want him.
Yeah.
But there's still a good chance. But what we can do also is begin to look at other Pokemon that can enable rain. Pelipper's like the easiest, just because on swap in, he does it. But we can also look at different Pokemon that learn Drizzle, which is the ability that summons rain. And we have one other option here. Our main man, Politoed. He's not as good as Pelipper. I'm going to level with you. He's not amazing, but he will make it rain for you. Now, there are other options because those are their abilities, right? These are their innate passives that summon the rain. But there's also a move that a Pokemon can use that summons the rain. Rain Dance.
Rain Dance? Yeah.
So we can also look at the draft board and just see who all learns Rain Dance. And you're right,
There's
a shit ton of Pokemon learn Rain Dance.
Damn.
So even if Pelipper gets picked, it's not as though you can't go Rain. We just have to be a little bit more strategic on how we enable Mega Swampert. And probably what it means is that like you might not use Mega Swampert in the rain every week, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like an option, a weapon for you to use should you want to, should the matchup be good. I kind of didn't realize that this many Pokemon learn Rain Dance, if I'm being totally honest.
Yeah, it goes down to the 1-pointers.
So
if I'm at like, let's say I'm at 9 Pokemon and I got like 2 points left.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go find someone that can do Rain Dance. That
odds are you can find one.
Yeah.
But let's go a little bit deeper. So you can see to this filter I added Rain Dance and the ability Prankster. The ability Prankster is interesting because what it allows you to do is for any move that does not do damage, so for any status move, that Pokemon completely ignores the speed stat and goes first.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So these Pokemon are turbo annoying. And for Swampert, it's excellent because it basically guarantees that you're going to get rain down for him should you want it. And honestly, all these Pokemon, except for this one fucking sucks, but all these others are really good.
So, okay, what, like, Mega, is it Bayonet or Bayonet? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, you say she sucks, but, like, if I get the ability with her on the roster, or why would I not want it? You know what I mean? Like, if it's cheap, so that means I can get something else
Right.
with without Prankster, that's like a higher quality Pokemon, but this one gives me Prankster. Why would I not want that for cheap, even though she's not great? I say she, I don't, even though it's not great.
Yeah, whatever. It mostly comes down to, I mean, I see what you're saying, where like this one you would look at it and be like, this is great value because I get Prankster and I get Rain Dance. And like for that very specific interaction, that's true. But let's say you have a matchup one week where like Rain Dance Swampert like really isn't going to be able to do it. Like they have Sun or what for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You're now stuck with this Pokemon who really can only enable that whenever you could have drafted someone else that does that and a whole lot more better. This example, I think, too, is to be more specific, since this is a Mega, you wouldn't be able to bring Mega Swampert and Mega Banette because you only have one Mega per battle.
Okay, gotcha.
So, but that's kind of a unique, like you could take the Mega off and ask the same question.
So like, so in this case right here, I'm looking at these options, right? What would make me choose Meowstic male versus Klefki versus Liepard?
Yeah, good question. One is the typing of it all. So it's pretty open right now because this is only your second pick, but it will kind of be deterministic for the rest of your draft. Because all three of these are different types and they kind of do different things. They can all Prankster Rain Dance, but the other things that they can do are different. So, like for example, Klefki, you can see it doesn't have like amazing stats. Like they're not excellent. 470 base stat. But its typing, Steel Fairy, is really good. And it has a lot of like really annoying moves because all it really does is utility Prankster. So it's like it's just really focused in on that. Whereas Meowstic Male also learns Prankster. It also has a great base stat. Its typing isn't great, but it has different tools that it can bring. And those kind of things, like you can only learn by seeing them and using them. But also that's why I'm here to help.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, like trying to build this team out. Like I guess I don't. I'm in my head. It's hard for me to picture how fast 110 points is gonna go. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it
Like
is.
from the draft budget. So like I'm always like, okay, I want to get the cheaper option, but then I don't want to get to the end and then like all the good ones are gone and now I have all these extra points. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah,
like
at
what is the
least
strategy with taking higher Pokemon as they're available? Like let's say I get Swampert and Pelipper. Let's say somehow I get both of them. My next
yeah.
one, like I just want to pick one that's just a good ass Pokemon that is a different typing than the other ones. Just
Yeah.
because I want another high level Pokemon on my team.
Right.
Or do I keep building around Swampert?
I mean, honestly, like those are really good questions that don't have a right or wrong answer. Like that kind of comes down to the draft strategy part of it, honestly. Like I have some friends that like to spend up really high for like their first 5 and then their next like 5 are shitters. But they do have like 5 really strong ones. Whereas some people, I like to draft like too high, then 2 a little, like 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, like that.
Okay.
But so it kind of depends on one who you're trying to enable, um, and then how aggressively you want to draft. I think for this draft, your first like 4, you want to be like kind of expensive, just so that you have a good core to work around, and then you can slowly start kind of filling it in. Pelipper, I think, should be like Swampert Pelipper is just too classic to ignore.
Okay.
But there's a cool synergy between, go back to Draft Lab. There's a cool synergy between Klefki and Swampert.
Yeah, I think
So
I
let's
want
take a
Klefki. That was so like right now in my loadout profile I have Mega Swampert, Pelipper, Klefki, and then I wanted to go find a non-mega like other good like I don't know Garchomp.
yeah.
I mean a really expensive one, but like another
Yeah,
badass, right?
let's see how it looks whenever we do something like this. So like the cool thing about Klefki and Swampert is that Klefki, it's only weak to 2 types. It's only weak to ground and fire. The fire
Okay.
typing that it's weak to is weakened in the rain. Fire doesn't hit as hard. It's like 75% effective in the rain.
And we're trying to
So
make it rain. Yeah.
we're trying to make it rain. So if Klefki is using Rain Dance, now it essentially negates one of its weaknesses. So it now has one weakness. So that's kind of a cool interaction. And then if you are able to get Pelipper, it frees up Klefki to do some other shenanigans should it want to. Um,
So should I
so
try
I
to
think,
get Pelipper second because he could go off the board quickly?
yeah, I think
Cause
so. I think the priority should be um, Pelipper first. And
okay.
honestly, if you get Pelipper, I guess we could still do Klefki. It's a nice backup. Like it will be good on the team, and you don't have his type, so it's fine. Um, although, and this is kind
Why
of
do you have
like
more points than I do, and I have the same people picked?
65 out of 110.
I have
Oh,
59 out of 110.
I'm looking at the draft lab in a different league. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So the board is different. Um, I didn't. If you're able to get Swampert Pelipper, there's a different line that we can go instead of Klefki.
Okay.
Klefki is one line, but another line. Pelipper's right hand man, Archaludon.
Oh, I never even used him.
He's a new one. He's kind of crazy. He's used a lot. So whenever you open this tab, you can go down at the bottom
Hmm.
and click by site, and it will show you his like draft stats. So he has 416 matches played, which is a lot, and he's drafted 77% of the time. He's a good Pokemon.
Damn.
He's nice for your team because so let's slot him in here just so you can take a look at him. He's nice for the team because he brings 2 unique types. These types, so Swampert is only weak to 1 type, grass. He's 4 times weak to it. He's super weak to it. Archaludon 4 times resists it. That's nice.
Okay.
Pelipper is weak to 2 types, electricity and rock, and Archaludon resists both of those.
Damn. All right.
So like he covers your team's weaknesses really well, and then he's only weak to 2 types, fighting, which Pelipper resists, and ground, which Pelipper is immune to.
Hmm.
So like together, the 3 of these cover each other really well. Another really nice thing about him is that he's a special attacker to oppose your Swampert's physical attacker, because you don't want to hone in the same way in League, you don't want a team of 5 AD because then
Yeah.
the other team can just build armor. In Pokemon, you don't want 5 physical attackers because they can just build defense. So we kind of want to keep it mixed.
Okay.
And so Archaludon fills this slot perfectly. And then the last piece that makes Archaludon the shining star is that his signature move, for some godforsaken reason, I don't really know why, is an electric type move. And normally it is a 2-turn move, kind of like Solar Beam, if you remember from the game. So like you
Uh
have to
huh.
charge up 1 turn and then you get to use it the next turn.
Yeah.
His is like that. So he charges 1 turn, fires the shot the second turn. On the first turn, while he's charging, he also boosts his special attack by 1 stage every time he uses it, which is crazy. And to make it crazier, in the rain, there's no charge.
Oh, really?
It's just an immediate move. So when the rain is up, he uses electric charge. He gains the boost before he does the damage. So like it's calculated with his boost, and then it immediately fires. So this guy loves the rain.
Interesting.
So like I think the most ideal start to your draft is this.
Okay.
And there's a world, honestly, where you pick Mega Swampert Archaludon instead of Mega Swampert Pelipper, because like you can find other people to set up the rain, but like you can't find someone that does what Archaludon does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if at the very end I'd still need a drizzle, I'll go grab Polito. It'll probably be there.
Exactly. Like there are, as you saw, there are many rain dance options. He is the only Pokemon to learn his move Electroshock. So that he's kind of
So
irreplaceable in
the
that regard.
auto draft that's like the draft that's currently going on, people aren't picking, right? They're like, I'm sure they are supposed to be, but it's auto drafting. Is it just taking the top available, or how's it working?
So you have under this tile Q, if you click that little button there at the side, it'll bring up your queue manager. So what you can do is you can say, okay, I want to put Mega Swampert in my queue.
Oh yeah.
And so for Mega Swampert, you can just add him. What's kind of cool is that for Archaludon, you can also add him to the queue, but you can add a condition to say only if my team has Mega Swampert do I want to add Archaludon.
Oh, okay.
So that way, let's say you forget to take Alkaludon out of the queue. It doesn't. You have to. Let's say someone picks Mega Swampert. You don't add the conditional. You don't remove Archaludon. You pick someone else, and then it comes back. The queue is going to auto fire, and now you fucked up the draft. So you can do these kind of conditionals to make sure that like pick B only happens if other things happen.
Okay. And how long does the whole drafting process take?
I've given it this week, like Monday to Monday, just to be safe. I think it'll go faster, but it's kind of hard to say since this is our first event like this.
Yeah.
Usually drafts take about a week just because life and whatnot. The queue makes it go a lot faster, but um, this being our first event has sort of question marks, so we'll see. But yeah, and I think with the draft is pretty big. It's 16 man, so like I don't think it's too worth it to go too deeply into your draft, because so many things are going to be taken
Yeah.
that you're probably going to have to reevaluate anyways. But I think this is a really strong like start for these three. And then once we get through these next couple picks, then we can like evaluate the board and be like, okay, what do you need and all that kind of stuff.
Dude, I love Skeledirge. He was fun.
Skeletor honestly isn't a bad pick for your team. Just
I
because
like
it's
how
all unique typings and
his one of his things is unaware.
yeah, which is honestly a really good ability. So what we can do is I can build a team really quickly with those Pokemon on it, so you can kind of see what it looks like.
Is this like a what is this? Like a
This is Showdown, so this is probably what you're going to use for your match. I'll send you the link to it, but it's just a Pokemon battle simulator. It's easily the most popular one. In fact, I think it's the only one. I don't know.
so
Um,
am I like picking the abilities and battling and stuff, or is it just
yeah,
auto?
yeah,
Oh
you'll be
shit.
doing the battles. So, but
Oh
I can come
shit.
in and help you with the battles. But yeah, we draft and then we battle. um,
Yeah, I didn't know if it just took all of the moves and did a whole bunch of math and kind of figured out
mm-hmm. Yeah,
like it
no,
simulated it basically.
it'll be all you. Well, you and me.
Damn.
But that's kind of the fun part is that then you battle.
Gotta get my
Uh,
ass whooped. You don't got muddy water in there?
that muddy water. I put you in a league. Most of the people in your league in your division have 0 games played through Drafteon. So I'm hoping that it'll kind of be like the beginner league,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
So you get to choose. So Swampert, obviously, you're picking the mega, the Swampert type or
Yeah.
whatever. But do you get to
Right,
pick your
right.
item every time?
Yeah, you'll get to change it between each battle that you do. You get to change like your items and all of that. So yeah, you'll have a chance to kind of customize your team based on your matchup. Which is also kind of the fun of it because you can get kind of wacky depending on your matchup. And there are a lot of like resources for like building these teams out. I'll send you some to kind of like help, you know,
Yeah, there's a lot of
so that
moves
you're not
here. It's a lot easier when you
yeah,
give
so
them
you're
to
not
me one at a time in the game.
right, so you're not just like guessing and being like, hope this works. Like people have like kind of in the same way like you can go in and find like a league build,
Yeah.
like they have it pretty like well figured out.
Pokemon.gg.
Yeah,
Pokedraft.gg.
exactly. I mean, we do have the builds. If you go into the calculator and then pick champions, we populate each calculator entry with the top 3 builds that people run. So like if we look at Mega Swampert, you can see that this is the most popular set.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
might just use that for a
yeah, and
while.
so you can just click export, and then you can click import, and then it'll just do it. So,
Shit.
so it's no big deal. We'll do
Protect
this
is pretty
one.
popular, huh?
Yeah, that's like the move. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah, I always hated whenever they cast that shit. I'm like, fuck you and just take your fire blast, okay? Like,
Take it.
so like, okay, since you're like a Poke nerd, no offense.
Yes, I'm
Um,
taking
Nerd.
Manny.
protect spells like that. Okay, so they protect you from
Uh-huh.
the next move. Are you basically just trying to anticipate that they're about to use like a huge move on you, or like I guess to me I always felt like it's just postponing like the inevitable. Like okay, I know I'm gonna die,
Mhm.
so I'm gonna use protect to keep myself from dying for one more turn. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
what value is it actually bringing? Because obviously it's a pretty popular thing, pretty
There's
popular
also that
move.
scapegoat. Doesn't that do the same thing if that Pokemon has that ability?
I don't know. Um, Wait, scapegoat? I don't know.
Wait, what's the one that the visual is like they're replaced by like a doll, and the doll
Oh,
takes the
substitute.
next
Yeah,
substitute
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
substitute.
yeah. Um, so I will have to you. I'm kind of new to doubles, so I'm not amazing at doubles. I'm a singles battler usually.
Wow.
Um,
So you're
but
not a nerd. That's good.
Wait,
I'm
were you
not
in
a nerd.
doubles?
It's doubles.
Oh shit!
That's
Like
why
Um,
someone from our
earlier
team
David said
or
that you
what?
might have someone to like do rain for you, or there might be
right,
someone to
right.
be able to
Gotcha.
help you with the
Okay.
setup.
And
I'm
it'll
gonna
make
get some
sense here
close
whenever
shooting
I
with a bunch of traps.
finally
Now,
when I finally
so
build this team for us. But protect a lot of the time is used. Um, let's finish off with this one. It's used a lot of the time because kind of like you're saying, like to if you're anticipating to get hit by a shot, it's used a lot for like scouting because it allows you to see what moves they have
mm,
because up to that point you don't know. So it does kind of let you see, okay, they have that move. It lets you kind of read into their thought process. Like they wanted to target me with that. So instead I'm going to swap in this person because they can, you know what I mean? They can take that hit, all of
okay.
those kind of things. It also allows you to like to stall to buy time. So like for example, you might see people run it against you in the rain because the rain only lasts for X number of turns. So if they protect one turn, that's one turn down. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And then sometimes I think people just use it to use it. I don't really know. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, but I might not be good enough. There's a lot of people out there better than me that know what they're doing. Okay, so the way that this format works that we're battling in is that you see all 6 and you choose 4 to bring. It's a little wacky, but that's just how it works. Because this is like the official Pokemon format.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring 4. And I'm just gonna bring the 3 that you want to draft and then another one. Just to make it easy. Wow, they turned the timer on. Rude.
Is this an actual person?
Yeah, this is a real person.
What? You just just booted it up and joined in an actual fight?
Yeah, and just load it up.
Interesting.
So I picked my 4th that I'm gonna use for this battle. There's a plugin over here that does all of my damage calcs for me, so I can see how much damage I'll do to different people. I'll get you hooked up with that too. But so you can see I picked my 2 to come out. He picked his 2 to come out. So now I need to decide what I want to do. So I'm going to pick a move for both of my Pokemon that are out, and then you can also use your turn to swap. So I'm going to use the move Reflect. This is a Prankster Pokemon, so it's automatically going to go first. And then on Mega Swampert, because I want to see what they're going to do, I'm going to Protect this turn just to scout it out because I don't really know what's going to happen. So he swapped. I Protect. I put up my Reflect. Oh,
What just happened? He just hurt himself.
He's being a little cheese meister.
Is he like
This
beating
guy,
himself up?
Yeah. It's like pretty cheesy, but I guess it worked.
So he's
for
gonna
now.
like basically hit himself to bump his attack up super high and then try to one-shot everybody.
Exactly. So
Uh oh.
Hey, bud.
Oh no.
I'm attacking him, and I'm going to swap Bully. He doesn't die.
Ooh.
So he's using a move that makes it to where I have to target that little mouse thing.
Oh, dang.
Yes.
So he's just beefing his dude up to come punch you, and you can't hit him.
But what he doesn't know is I have a move that prevents him from using status moves like that. And because of Prankster, I'm going to automatically go first. And I hope that it works this way.
So then you can
So now he can't use it. Oh, he didn't use it.
Oh, dang.
Come on, Pelipper.
Ooh,
Confusion Prod.
confused.
Okay, so this is the moment. This is
Swampert
Swampert's time to shine. The rain is up. I have Reflect up. He's confused. There's no better chance for Swampert to come in. I'm going to click Mega Evolve, and he's going to save the day.
Wave Crash hits both of them, right?
It
Or
only hit
no?
one.
Oh.
I'm also very bad at it says somewhere, but I don't remember. And now I'm just going to try to pump. He used Protect. Annoying. Super Fang. Annoying.
Dang. That hit pretty
But
hard.
it always Super Fang always does half.
Okay.
Dumb.
So it would even be half of your 50% next time?
Right. It would be 25 and then 20.
Dang,
So with
that's
Protect,
still strong though.
Yeah, it is. With Protect, he can only use it once in a row. Twice is like a 1% chance to be successful. So I'm going to go for him again because I think I have a pretty good shot at killing him. And I'm actually going to Protect on Pelipper because I don't know what this Weevil is going to try to do.
And Protect always goes first?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Do you remember we talked about Fake Out?
Uh-huh.
He did it. Fake Out guarantees a flinch. So he flinched me, and I couldn't move, and I died.
Dang.
So now it's time for Archaludon to be a hero. Archaludon, give me strength. The rain is still up.
So you're
I
gonna
think he's
electro
going to
shot.
protect this turn because he didn't last turn. And so I'm just going to go for it on Weevil. And I'm going to use Tailwind, which boosts my side's speed because I know that Archaludon has to be the winner here. Like he has to kind of
Yeah.
carry out. So this to me is the best opportunity for that. Knockoff. So he got rid of my item. Oh,
Oh my god.
he didn't protect. So I lost.
Yeah. Pelipper
But
can't
only
can't
because
handle
of a
this one.
really dumb, cheesy strategy. They needed something cheesy. But that's what a battle would look like. So in this format, the turns are very short. Like it's only a 7-turn battle. There's two
Yeah.
things happening each turn on each side. With singles battles, sometimes they can get up to like 70, 80 turns,
Holy shit.
which is why this format exists because it's like a lot faster.
Yeah. Interesting.
In our league, though, we'll be doing best of threes because they are so short. And so in between the matches, you can't change your loadouts. But remember, you only pick 4 of the 6 to use in a single battle. So you can change the 4 that you pick
Right.
in each battle. So it kind of gives you some mind games of like you have strat 1, and if that doesn't work, you have strat 2 that you can then bring in. And then you get this little replay link, click copy, and then it allows you to bring it in. And then it'll be kind of cool. It'll start populating out like all of your stats and stuff. So you can see like who's done the most damage, the most utility, the most tankiness.
Torkoal.
My little Torkoal. I didn't
He's,
qualify for playoffs.
is he even useful? I thought he was crap.
He like kind of is and also isn't. He's like kind of like the Pelipper of the sun world. He sets his own sun and then has a really strong fire move that hits both people.
Yeah.
So like he kind of pseudo becomes a damage dealer, but obviously not enough.
Okay. Cool.
Lost.
So how do I get Discord to tell me when it's my turn to draft?
Ooh, okay. So are you part of the Drafteon Discord?
Yes, I joined it earlier today.
Okay, cool. And is your Discord account linked to your profile here?
Yes, because that's how I log in. Well,
Okay, and
let me
perfect.
double check.
Yeah,
You go
it
to my
should be
profile.
if.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay, then yeah, you'll get pinged by the bot whenever it's your turn in the
Okay, so
Drafteon
that's it.
Discord.
Sweet.
Yeah, so it should let you know.
Cool. Oh, accent. I'm always a water type. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I started water types ever since Squirtle, and so it's just always been the one. There was I really liked the Torterra Turtwig. I
Yeah,
really liked that one. Torterra was badass. And then
Torterra was really cool.
who was the fighting grass one? He was like a spiky. What was his name?
Spiky. Oh, Chestnut.
Yeah, I liked him. No. Yeah, it was Chestnut. He was cool too.
Yeah, he was
Some of the
cool. He
grass
got a
types are
mega,
cool.
and his art for the mega is so cool. Sure. I don't know how good of a Pokemon he is. He's probably pretty good. I've just never seen someone draft him, but I just think his art is so cool.
Chestnut. Yeah.
Mega Chestnut. Look at him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna defend
Yeah,
you.
it's badass.
It's pretty cool.
You know, I was disappointed because Blastoise was like, I mean, Squirtle being my first love, Blastoise obviously was like badass, right? I was kind of disappointed when he got the Mega Evolution and he went from 2 cannons to 1 cannon. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You should have like 8 cannons. It's way cooler.
Yeah, their mega designs like some of them are really cool.
I hate
A
Mega
lot of other
Dragonite.
ones are not. Like some of them are so disappointing. Yeah, Mega Dragonite, disappointing.
They could have. Okay, I saw
Mega
someone did
Venusaur.
they did Mega Dragonite where they took the wings from his head. That looks just like regular Venusaur.
I know. It's just like why?
But they took the wings from his head, put him on his actual wings where he's supposed to have them, and they made his tail look like Dragonair basically. And it looked
Yeah.
freaking awesome. And I was like, oh, that would be way cooler. And then they did that. I was like, what the hell?
I've seen something kind of like that too. Yeah, I thought it would have been really cool, yeah, to lean into like the Dragonair side of things.
Well, because
That'd
he
be
looked,
cool.
I mean, Dragonite already looks nothing like the previous two.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
I thought that was like that's a good time to like bring it back, But instead they put wings
Yeah,
on
to
his
kind of link
head.
it. Yeah, most of the designs I just don't like. Some of them are cool though. I think
Yeah.
Charizard X is cool.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, sick.
And
Mega Gyarados looks
Megatros.
funny to me. Like, why is he so like short?
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't really get that.
He's like a
But
sail ship or something.
yeah, Mega Houndoom is
Embor, who's
cool.
that? Ooh, Mega
Mega
Houndoom looks
Emboar.
cool. Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's one of the
Sorry.
starters, but kind of later on. I don't remember what gen.
I like
Mega
Crocodile.
Heracross is hilarious to me. Big Bug.
Do you got Volipede in here? I doubt he'd probably be a competitive one. Oh
Scolipede.
shit, Scolipede, that's what I meant. Yeah.
He's
What
got a
was his?
Mega.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I loved him.
His Mega looks pretty cool. I've never really seen it used.
I think the
I wonder
last
if
one I
there's
played was Shield.
mm-hmm.
I liked the Volt Bug. I don't remember what his name was.
Oh, like Vikavolt.
Yeah, Vikavolt. He was cool.
I don't think he's in Champions, but he's actually quite good in Draft. He's pretty popular.
Let me make sure. Yeah, he's fucking cool. He was
Yeah.
always fast as hell too. Freaking electric bug. I mean, come on.
Oh, Mega Victory Bell.
Yeah, what the hell?
What?
They could have made him like the Death Flower or whatever. Like, but they like, what is that?
Instead, we got this,
He's got like the Weeping Bell mouth came back or something.
but he's choking himself.
Or that's
Yeah,
like the Bellsprout mouth, I guess. Yeah.
a little bit of a miss, but oh well. So, yeah, unfortunately, y'all have one person kind of holding up the whole thing, but in 2 hours it will skip them, and then, hopefully, then the draft will get going
Does
because
it
everyone else
skip and
has.
then auto draft him like the highest person, or does he just straight up get skipped?
No, he straight up gets skipped. If he lets me know what he wants to pick, then I can make the pick for him. But if it skips him twice, then I'm just gonna kick him because we have people that are waitlisted. So
Right.
they'll just
Dang, you
have
got
less
waitlist
priority.
over here? Shit.
We got a wait list. We have like 10 people waitlisting. Could have been
Damn.
Manny.
Damn. Manny would have got a free shoe in.
Yeah, true.
Not now.
Ditto.
Now there's a wait list.
I choose you.
Hey,
Ditto's
Ditto's
not
good.
competitive, is he?
He kind of is.
Jacob,
That's
you don't
funny.
know shit.
But he's like weirdly hard to use and then
Shut
also
your mouth.
dumb and also good. I don't know. Ditto's in a weird place.
Scolipede. I don't remember what were the Scolipede, the ones before him. What are they called?
Oh,
Those
like
were named.
Whirlipede.
Yeah, Whirlipede was the tire
I don't
looking
remember the other
one.
one. Yeah, he was just like a rolled up tire. Yeah, I don't remember the other one.
Venipede. That's where I was getting the V from.
Venipede. There it is.
Yeah, I liked him.
Scolipede is interesting. He his ability, he gains speed every turn. So like if he sits out there for a bit, he actually gets really fast.
Bug Pokemon are always one of those ones that like I really want one in my team, but I don't feel like they hold up super well later in the game. Like they always peter out pretty quick. And when I was
They're a little
younger, I
tough
used to
to
always make
use.
fun of bug catchers because like you just got a bunch of bugs. What a loser.
A bunch of bugs.
Oh, cool. 3 Caterpies coming at me. Ooh. Or oh, cool. 2 Metapods are just gonna harden the
Dude.
entire time.
Don't mention Butterfree, dude. That's still like a decent thing.
Still sensitive.
Yeah.
And I also always wanted Beedrill to be really cool, and he never panned out for me very well. Like
Yeah.
I swear every time he's available, I take him and I'll try to use him for a long time, and then I was like, you know what, it's just not it.
You actually like kind of suck.
Yeah, he's fast. That's pretty much it. He has nothing else. He's just fast.
Yeah.
And he
he's
does
just kind of bug.
is it Fury attack, the one that attacks a bunch of times?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the multi-hit.
Yeah, he has that. That's like his only thing is if he can just hit a bunch of those. So
Just hope for the best.
cool. I'm gonna stop the recording here. But
Yeah.